Start with high hopes, but no one is under the illusion the problems will just melt away. However, one man in whom many of the West's hopes are invested is just days away from his chance to start work on a new global era.
We will champion liberty and democracy once more. We will reclaim our credibility to lead the free world.
When Joe Biden becomes Commander-in-Chief of the world's most powerful armed forces, he will bring a more conventional approach, which will please NATO allies. But with President Biden, they face an immediate, difficult decision.
Call for fire for no.
Should NATO troops leave Afghanistan under the terms of last year's peace deal, or have the Taliban not kept their part of the bargain?
There is a price for staying longer, but there is also a price for leaving too soon. We will have to take some hard decisions when NATO defense ministers meet next February.
The real challenges lie in preventing military conflict. Iran has just started enriching uranium to effectively a step away from weapons grade. Joe Biden has told Tehran he's willing to re-enter the nuclear limitation deal that Donald Trump quit. But the head of the UN's nuclear watchdog is warning it's not as easy as that.
I cannot imagine that they are going simply to say we are back to square one, because square one is no longer there. There is more material, there is more activity, there are more centrifuges. So what happens with all this?
The new US president will have to balance his preference for agreements with his pledge to fight what he calls rising authoritarianism. That applies not only to Iran, but also Russia, with old nuclear weapons treaties expiring or already abandoned and replacements urgently needed. And then there's China, building up its military while flexing its financial muscles. Joe Biden wants allies to put up a united front over issues like China's building of military bases in the South China Sea. And so the world will be watching to see where HMS Queen Elizabeth goes on the UK's first operational aircraft carrier deployment in more than a decade. Will she head to the South China Sea, as promised 2 years ago by the then Defence Secretary?
To talk but fail to act risks our nation being seen as nothing more than a paper tiger. All the while, China is developing its modern military capability and its commercial power.
But all these diplomatic and military manoeuvres will come second to the immediate crisis that every corner of the world is sharing. The pandemic a reminder there is always something unexpected ready to upend predictions. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.